As a chef and artist, Jagger Gordon is living his dream of creating a culinary experience. He's traveled the world and found one thing in common, and that is people don't have enough to eat, and people are struggling through difficult times. Well, Jagger Gordon had the solution, and in 2014, he created the Feed the Families Freezer program, which is designed to provide families with nutritionally dense meals. And of course, out of that has come the Feed It Forward program. And the goal, well, not one child or family should go hungry. To discuss more, Jagger Gordon joins me now via Skype. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's start at the beginning. Why did you want to become a chef and an artist?
Well, it started really when I was in much younger years, enlisted in the military. As a serviceman, I started underwater, and I swam my way up into the galleys of ships. And from port to port, I was entrusted with the officers on furloughs to go with them and enjoy such unique cuisines from all the exotic places that we're at. And then I grabbed the interest of the cuisines, and I said I really wanted to be, more involved in that matter. So working in the galleys on the ships, I was not able to go astray from the menus that were set. So on my free time, I basically dabbled into all types of unique flavors and cuisines.
Sounds very tasteful in some ways. Well, did you? I bet. Did you experience any struggles that led you to where you are today?
Well, after the military, I went into the private sector of security, and it was one of my other passions that I felt that I could make changes of doing many things and saving many lives in that matter, but it didn't end up being that way. So I hung up my ego, and at a later age, I went to culinary school. And I got my papers from there, and then I just traveled the world and worked with some of the best chefs and got really creative in that matter.
Okay, so what prompted you to create the Feed the Family Freezer program?
Well, back in 2014, as a caterer, I had so much products that were left over, and by law, I'm not able to donate it technically. So I started saying that there had to be a unique way of creating dynamics where I can deliver food to others. So I started packaging and freezing these meals, and then I came up with a single freezer that fed 8 families 24 hours a day, all year long, about 12,000 meals. And that was a pilot project called feedfamilies.ca, and that lasted for a while, and it really worked well. So I said, there has to be something a little bigger and better than I can do to disperse foods that are left over from many.
Okay, so why is this really important to you? But before you ask that question, you mentioned earlier in the previous question that you're not allowed to donate this, but why is that?
Well, the Canadian government has stated that any food that comes to expiry has to be destroyed. So what I did, I initiated a petition, and I lobbied the government on that, where food should be donated, such as France and Italy have done. So until that time being, I've created an app called feeditforward.ca, and this app, what it does, allows recipients of my program a unique way of receiving food. So in other words, if a caterer, restaurateur, home cook, anyone that has a leftover meal, providing it's in the food safety zone, that they're able to donate it. So by clicking onto my app, the donor initiates where the food could be located, at what time it could be picked up, and how many people it could feed with a picture of it. And the recipients of my app are able to log in and acquire that meal based on the availability.
So what is the goal of the program?
Well, the goal right now is being able to feed as many people as possible through the app, through the program, and then establishing what's called, food consignment. And food consignment meaning that anyone that does have food or any products that come in, being able to recycle that matter and donate perfectly nutritious, good, balanced meals to families. So in other words, putting a big package together and offering it at a subsidized price to allow people to be able to afford nutritionally balanced meals now, because a lot of families that are struggling basically have to be eating food that is processed. There should be some more nutrition given to these families, and I'm going to do that.
So how can people help you?
Well, people can help me by reaching out. What I'm looking for is advice. I'm looking for help in all matters of for volunteering. New creative ways of making this project bigger. I'm also looking for people to help donate to the creation of this beautiful Feed It Forward app. It takes a lot of money to create something like this, and I'm doing it by myself. I need others to help me.
Well, there's no doubt this is a great program, and I wish you all the success with this as well. And thank you for joining us on the program today.
Have a powerful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that's our program for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Zijak. See you next time.